Hi everyone, it's your new favorite VTuber again, me, aka Erica, aka Ray Lilith, aka whatever you want to call me. And if you're gonna call me bitch, make sure to put It's Britney in front of it. We have one, and only one mission to complete today, aside from all of the Minecraft missions that I'm about to complete right after I'm done filming this video. We have one and only mission today, and that is to find out whether the new KVD Beauty Good Apple Foundation Balm is actually good or not. It's meant to be full coverage and it's supposed to have fresh matte finish. It's for normal to dry skin, which usually matte finish isn't for dry skin, so I'm interested to see how this is going to work on my skin, as I happen to have a very dry skin. It claims to have lightweight and buildable coverage that can even cover tattoos. I don't have tattoos to try this on, but we'll do some spot concealing today. So the balm is infused with apple extract and sodium hyaluronate to hydrate and nourish the skin. So this is a matte foundation that's supposed to hydrate and nourish skin. It is 100% recyclable too, that's why there's no mirrors, no magnets or no metal, so it's purely just plastic packaging that you can recycle after you're done using your foundation, which I think is great. It's available in 40 shades and I think it's like a nicely distributed gradient, because we know that some brands come out with like 30-40 foundations, but 35 of those are white. So at least looking at the picture here, I think it seems like there's a good distribution in between the categories. I'm going to be using number 10. That is the one I got that I think matches me the best. So even though in the pen it looks like it might be teensy bit too dark, but I tried to apply it on my cheek yesterday and it looked like it might be fine, so I just don't want to, panic before we even apply this and see what it's all about. So on this little flyer there are some tips on how to apply this. For light to medium coverage, dip a damp beauty sponge into compact and pat onto skin. So we can try that on one side of my face. And then for medium to full coverage, use a dense foundation brush to build and blend. We'll try that on the other side. Bonus, use a finger to spot conceal. I definitely have some spots that I'm going to try to spot conceal like that. Lastly, this foundation will be available at Boots stores and boots.com. Also, I don't know why I kind of wanted to have my eyes done for this video, and I was going for a simple eyeliner at first, but then just quickly turned into this as per usual. Graphic eyeliner always makes me feel like a bee at beach, and I like that. This is a balm. I tried to look at the ingredients at the back of the packaging to find out whether this is a silicone-based foundation or a water-based foundation. Since it's a balm, I think it's probably silicone-based. I might be wrong, I don't know enough about this to determine that. The third ingredient on the ingredient list is silica, which to me sounds like a silicone. Don't worry, I'm a scientist. So I'm going to be bold and assume that this foundation is silicone-based, to which I would like to use a silicone-based primer, but I don't think KVD makes a silicone-based primer yet. Or maybe they're never going to make one, I don't know. But I do have their hydrating primer base, and I think this is water-based. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this all over my face. Bloop, 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 bloop. Here's my damp sponge, and I'm gonna do what they said I should do, which is to dip it right into the compact. Okay, we picked up a lot of stuff, okay. So this side is going to be done with the sponge, and this side I'm gonna do with the brush. That was one dip with the damp sponge. I think that looks really nice. I like the sheen to it. I'm not sure if it's more of that we use the hydrating primer before that, or if the foundation itself has this kind of a sheen, but I think it looks really beautiful. Here's my other side to compare. I'm quickly gonna do this side of the forehead as well. Wow, my dark circles really said she didn't sleep for 3 days. It's not that bad like this, but oh my god. I want to show you how this looks close up, just so you can see the real results. I don't use any filters on my skin, by the way. This is literally what it looks like applied. And this is no foundation.
I really like this finish. I think it looks beautiful.
So we're gonna go in with a brush on the other side to see how that looks like, and for that I'm using my Juvia's Place foundation brush. This is my favorite foundation brush, and I'm just kind of going into the pan like we did with the sponge. Seems to be picking up a lot. And this is supposed to give full coverage. That looks amazing. That looks really good. That looks even better than what the sponge did. I have few freckles on my forehead naturally, so I just want to show you how this stuff will cover it right up. Or if it will cover it right up. I'm sorry, but did somebody say full coverage and flawless? So comparing the two sides, this one is definitely full coverage. Like, I can't really see any of my skin through. I can still kind of see this blemish over here. I can kind of see my freckles very faintly on my forehead. The only thing I would say, a fresh matte finish, this looks kind of dewy to me. I don't know, like it looks much more dewy than I'm imagining fresh matte looking like. But like, I'm not mad, I like a dewy foundation, okay? This looks beautiful. Beautiful. So I want to try the spot concealing with a finger. So I'm gonna just take this, I guess. Pew! That picked up a lot of product. And I'm just gonna stamp it on top of this little pimple here. I'm impressed so far. With whatever is left on the brush, I'm just gonna take it down my neck, down my neck, just because the color does not match 100%. I can't stop doing this, but just like, look at the chin, it's so cute. So I think I didn't mention the price of this foundation. It is £29. So one thing that I noticed that I think is fair to mention is this foundation is 10 grams or 0.35 fluid ounces. And in comparison to regular liquid foundations, those are usually around 1 full fluid ounce. Now that is up to every single individual to decide whether that is a good or bad deal. It depends how much of the foundation you're gonna end up using, how much is there that you want to cover on your face. I personally don't use that much foundation, so I wouldn't end up using too much of this. I've literally only used the tiniest bit. I've dipped my sponge in 1 to 2 times, and I've dipped my brush in once, and it pretty much covered my entire face. So I'm going to finish the rest of my face, and I'll come back to share my final thoughts. Hit it! So let's just summarize the pros and cons of this foundation, but I think I know the verdict. Pros. It applies and blends very effortlessly and nicely. It's very versatile in a sense that you can use it as a medium coverage foundation, full coverage foundation, or it's very easy to spot conceal with it. It layers super nicely, it builds very nicely on top of itself. It's also fully recyclable, and it's available in good amount of shades. Cons. It's quite expensive considering how much product you're actually getting inside of the compact comparing to other foundations. So my final verdict would be, I absolutely love it. I would 100% recommend you trying this. It looks so good. I absolutely love how it looks on my skin, and I'm definitely going to use it going forward. Let me know what you think of this foundation. Are you going to be trying this? Have you already tried it? Are you thinking of trying it? What do you think of how it looks on me? Let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to follow me on any of my other social media, I am ray.lilith on Instagram and ray_lilith on Twitter and TikTok. I'll see you next Sunday. Bye!